think I got a couple outstanding warrants in the U.S. as well.
Don't tell everybody. 1970 Austin.
1800.
1800. As you can tell, it's in really good shape. Jolene's walk you around and take a look at it. What we're doing is we're taking New Year's, and we thought we'd call up our good friend Doug, and we come out and look at some cars, because there's nothing better to do on New Year's Day than look at cars and talk about them and have fun with them. These are cars I've never seen before, and Jerry Hall is the man that owns them, and he's going to show us and tell us about them. How long have you had this one, Jerry?
When did I buy that? 5 years ago? 5, 6 years ago.
Important. This vehicle is wired positive earth, so it'll always be here. That's right. It'll always be here. Pretty good shape, eh?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Cool. How many of these you think is in Nova Scotia?
Two.
Two.
There's this one
There's
here.
two.
There's one in Cape Breton.
Were they
The insurance down in Cape Breton.
because of manufacturing, or just because they didn't last? Is it because of manufacturing?
They were really rusty cars. They'd rust away really quick if they weren't looked after.
Okay. I've never seen one in that shape. I had an Austin, looked like a little wagon, looked a little bigger than a mini Austin. What you had.
Okay, you had a 1300 or an 1100.
I had one that was smashed. It was in really good shape, but it just was different style than this. Is the pinstripe painted on, or is it? Wow, they even paint that on too? That's factory pinstripe?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's been redone on. It's been redone on the other side.
Okay.
Jerry has the machine for recharging the.
Yeah, it's got hydroelastic suspension in it, and I've got the machine for recharging it. There's only 2 of them in Canada.
You have a machine that recharges it?
The suspension. That thing will go to sleep if it gets a leak in it, and it'll lay right down on the ground.
What kind of suspension does it have?
It's called hydroelastic. What it is it's almost like antifreeze.
Okay.
And it's pressurized to 250 pounds.
So you could get hurt messing with it.
You could if you didn't watch out.
Yeah, you didn't know what you're doing. You get hurt with hydraulics.
But you just plug the machine in here.
Yeah?
There, that's for this side, and that does the front and the rear on this side, and the other one's over there. You can see it.
Okay.
And you plug it in, and that does that side. So you can bring it up, and get it right where you want it. You can, like, if you're a fat guy and you want the thing to ride level when you're driving it,
Yeah?
you can adjust this side a little higher, so when you're sitting in, it's level.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Sounds about right. Yeah, all the chrome seems to be nice on it. The wheels.
It's not bad, is
Yeah.
it? It's not
Like all the
bad.
stainless all around the headlights is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Bumpers are nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All the stainless around the windows is nice. Very nice car.
Yeah.
I like the color of the interior. You like the color of the interior, Jolene?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it'd be nice on your Bugatti with that color too, wouldn't it? I like that color. Be nice
It's
to
got
go
all
white.
new door rubbers on it. That's why I got to slam the doors.
Try to explain that to somebody when you change their door rubbers. Trying to explain that to them that this is why it's doing this, and they don't. Sometimes people don't understand. If you know what I'm trying to say.
That's right.
They don't understand.
But look at the size of the trunk of this stuff.
Taillights are cute. Wow, look at that. You get 2 people in there. 3, 4.
Huh?
Midgets.
Don't start talking about those midgets again.
The chrome is really nice. The bumpers and stuff are nice. I like the taillights.
It's not bad. It's really not bad. And I've got 3 of those cars in pieces.
Oh, is that right?
Well, I don't have the bodies.
Okay.
There's 1 body left where I got the 3 cars. I got 3 cars from a guy down in Granite Village. Is that what it's called? Down past Bridgewater there.
Okay.
And he had one body left in his basement, and I never took it.
You don't need it with the body on that one.
No.
No, you don't need it. So you got more in here to show us, Jerry?
Oh, yeah, come on, yeah.
Go ahead, Doug. I'll follow you. It's a chilly little morning, but ooh, look at this now, would ya? Huh?
Jerry wanted to put that in the sun porch, but
It's not going
It's not going down. He's not as good as you are, is he? Huh? He's not as good as you.
Well, he put the Honda in his kitchen, and of course I showed that to Sandra, and Sandra said, I got to talk with him. And then Alan showed a picture of his in his living room, his Ducati in his living room.
Yeah.
Dave Monroe's
Dave
got,
Monroe,
got his Ducati in his den.
yeah.
So they're beating you up with what they can do and you can't. Anyway, what year would that be? That newer?
60. No, that's not. I don't know what year it is, to be honest with you. It's a
Cute little thing.
14.
Sun bright.
Yeah.
The paint on it, bright, beautiful.
cleaned up good, didn't it? Yeah.
The car you got is this car,
Wow. I wish I had that car.
the white one.
Oh yeah, I know what. There's a long ways away from that one.
Wow.
That's what they can look like.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Where would you get something like this, Jerry?
I got that. That car came out of a museum in Oregon.
And where?
In Oregon.
Did you just had to have it? Is that the way it went?
Well, a
Or?
buddy of mine bought it. The same guy I bought that car from.
Okay.
He bought it, and I had a car that he wanted. And when he got that, he knew he'd get the car. That he
Wow.
wanted. I traded him.
Beautiful. I'm just gonna shut this door. I want to take a look at just the body of it itself.
You know what I really like about it? Just slam it, Chad. Just you know, bang. No, you gotta.
We'll see like that. Your car, you bang it.
What I really like about that car is the profile of it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with the fender skirts, I think the profile is perfect.
I like the color of it.
It's called Willow Green.
It must be the exact same color as that Jaguar we just got, wasn't it? It's almost
It's
close.
it's close. It's close. The one you got is a khaki green,
How does that thing ride? Beautiful.
like a tank. But no,
What do you mean by like a tank?
Well, it's just a big lumbering old thing.
Okay.
It's fairly quiet inside. It's when you're driving it. There's absolutely no room in the back.
It looks uncomfortable, I can tell you that.
It's got a liquor cabinet. in the back
I
seat.
like that you have wine corks underneath all your wipers.
Well,
Why is that for?
To keep the wipers from getting flat in the winter,
Okay.
and because you can't get some of those wipers. They're hard to get, and you pay a lot of money for them.
All right. I'm learning.
But it's
Is this your little car that you got outdoors?
Yes, that's it.
Cool. A little advertisement for it. It's cool.
But yeah, that's a nice old car.
Yeah, beautiful.
When I was going to build that kitchen in the house there, Sandra said, if you sold that car, she said you could probably build that kitchen. I said, I'll get my kitchen done, but you ain't getting my car.
I like all your advertising. So this is the
There's a bug eye.
bug eye, and this one's never been restored.
It's been painted.
Wow.
I painted it in 2000, 20
Oh, that
years
would you?
ago.
That's pretty. Pretty little thing.
I'll tell you the rest of the story if I'm not boring.
No, go for it. That's what we're here for.
When I
Listen to the stories
when
and
I
come
was-
from cars.
I told you about the one I bought in Toronto.
That you said was no good.
It was a pile of junk.
Okay.
Anyway, when I got it home, I was unloading it off the truck.
Yeah.
I got a friend of mine who was in the furniture business to bring it down in the furniture truck for me. You know, they often have 20 feet in the back that they don't use in the trailer, and he'd do that for cash money. So he
Yeah.
brought it down, and we were unloading it in front of my house, not here where I used to live. And when we were unloading it, neighbor came over and she goes, "Oh my God, a bug eye spray!" I said, "You know what that is, Kathy?" And she said, "I guess I do." She said, "We had one of those. Dad had one." And I said, "Wow." I said, "Whatever happened to it?" She said, "Oh, it's up and picked up." And I said, "It is?" And she said, "Yeah."
It's funny.
And so anyway, she told me the guy's name. And it wasn't 2 weeks later, I pick up the Herald and Mail and I look in the cars for sale.
Are you serious?
And there's that for sale.
Wow.
And I called him up and I said, "Your name is Don Gunning." He said, "How do you know that?" And I said, "Because you're a friend of Kathy Tools." "Oh, geez, Kathy, I haven't seen her in 50 years. He said, I bought that car from her father, and he never drove it. When I bought it, it had 14,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Yeah. And
What's it got on now?
what?
What's that on?
I think it's got about 30 on it now. But I bought it in 74 or 84. And
That's 40 years.
Yeah.
And you put
Yeah.
30,000.
Well, you divide how many miles I can drive between all these cars, and I drive them all the time, so or as much as I possibly can.
The Mini. What year's the Mini?
79.
79.
I'm the original owner of that. I bought that brand new in 79.
Wow.
Wow. Did you sell them that, Doug?
No.
I wouldn't have it if we did. Anyway, no, I bought that car. I used to drive minis. It was all I could afford back in those days. And I bought three of them, a 72, a 75, and a 79. And about 4 or 5 months after I got that, I got a company car. I used to work for Cummins Engine Company.
Okay.
And I got a company car. When I got the company car, I didn't need that, so I pushed it in the garden shed, and it sat there for years and years. And
So
years.
is that thing as good a shape as I think it is?
It is. It's been painted once.
Okay.
I was going
Was it
home.
ever rusty or anything? Never rusty?
No, just
Wow. Same here.
I did a lot of work on it after I took it out of the garden shed.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Wow. Clean.
But it's a great little car.
Jerry's got a bunch of dirty cars here.
But I
Here are those toothbrushes.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah.
yeah, but that car and me have gone 80-odd thousand kilometers in just summer miles. You know, never driven in winter.
Well,
That one, first winter I bought it, I drove it.
I love your De Maurier
You like that?
every time. That's cool.
When I bought that car,
Here comes the boss.
oh, she's going to try and correct me now when I start lying.
Here comes the boss. Yeah, that's cool. I like the
When I bought that car, the guy I bought it from gave me that.
Okay.
Terry's just crying because you wouldn't let him put that in the sunroof.
He cried some more.
He hasn't got much pose, does he, guy? This is an Austin Helio, obviously.
3,065. Yeah.
65. What is the approximate value on that? I see them on Barrett Jackson once in a while. And
They can go for as high as $100,000 US, and they can go for as little as 20,000 US. So.
Well, $20,000 one would be, you could see a $20,000 one coming a mile away, could you not?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I mean, this is not a $20,000 one. I'm talking a paint job.
You know Garth Hancock? Lives in Lumsden Mills,
Yes.
Lumsden Dam.
Yeah.
He's restoring one of those right now for a guy by the name of Paul Millay.
Okay.
He's a member of our club. Paul is, so is Garth.
I'd probably fetch 60, 65, wouldn't it?
What?
I've seen these go a lot higher than that, like on
Oh,
Barrett
yeah.
Jackson. I've seen a lot go up.
That car was restored in 1989.
What's with the wheels on it?
Well, I put the mag wheels on. See, there's the original wheels up there
Okay.
with brand new tires on them.
Yeah.
And I put them on it when I put it in a car show. Because they're a bitch to clean.
Bespoke.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're horrible.
These are nice. Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, those are just mini light mag wheels.
Now, does this have a 6-cylinder in it?
And it's a 3.8.
Liter.
Yeah.
No, it's a 3 liter. 3 liter. Yeah, thank you, Doug. It's a 3 liter.
I know. Now I know another guy that has one of these in the barn, and he's just sitting there. I can't get out of him yet. His name's Alan. Lives down in. Remember the guy with the white hair and his wife's maybe Asian or I'm not sure, but he's got one. I know he's got one.
There was one in the barn that we went and did an appraisal on a couple of years ago.
This one's all in pieces, I think.
Oh, okay. There was one up there. Where was that, Sandra? In Sheffield Mills, wasn't it? No, it was in.
Well, you must know Greg Sundstrom then.
Oh
sort
shit!
of.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you got the MGA and the Mason.
I know. I've known Greg
Yeah.
forever.
This one over here is I like that one too.
72.
Yeah.
That's our friends from
That's
Yarmouth.
the fellow that died down in Yarmouth. There.
Okay.
Yeah.
6-cylinder.
Yeah.
Is that fast? Or got quite a bit of power?
It is quick.
Yes, it's
They're very.
Which one's got the most
Oh,
jams?
this here's a lot faster.
I can't look in there. I gotta
Oh, okay. Just walk down there.
take this thing off. I'm telling you, it's the worst thing ever when it comes to.
You're running along, that gets caught and
Oh,
something, you land right on your arse.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jeff didn't refinish that dash. He made that from scratch.
I think you got the right guy in your car.
I think so.
Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, very nice.
Now I'll tell you the story of that car. That's got an interesting history. Between 1960. When did I move to Montreal? In '96.
But that car is a 72.
Yeah, I moved up there, and there was a guy by the name of David Bist who used to hang around the same bar that I hung around up in Montreal because I live right downtown.
Yeah.
And one day I came in and I had a tan shirt on, and he saw me. He said, "Are you into British cars, Jerry?" And I said, "Yeah, big time." I said, "I thought you'd have known that by now." And he said, "I've got a TR6 at home."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh yeah." He said, geez," he said, "I really think I should sell it." So we got chitting and chatting about it, and we went and looked at it. And he lived in Westmount, in an apartment building. And this was down 3 floors in the apartment building parkade, pushed up against the wall. Now Dave was a different sort of guy. One of his big claims to fame was he was a good personal friend of John Lennon's.
Okay.
And he met John Lennon in Montreal back in 1967 when they did the Lion for Peace in Queen Elizabeth,
Okay.
and Dave was a reporter and got to know John really well and stayed friends with him forever.
Not many people could say that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I went to look at this thing, and it was sitting there and it had that much dust on it, 4 flat tires. Somebody put a can of paint on the engine bonnet and spilled it, white paint, and ran down.
Okay.
The roof was rotten and the carpets were rotten, but I got in, I put my hand on the fan and I turned it, and I said, you got a diamond in the rough here. I said, you know, this thing needs to be saved. And he said, well, I was thinking about selling, it's gotta be worth a fortune. I said, well, I don't know. Anyway, I got a friend of mine in Montreal who was a Triumph fanatic, looked at it and said, wow, that car's gotta be saved, you know. Big and small is that I got it bought, not for me, but for my friend in Yarmouth. And 4 of us pushed that thing up 2 ramps out of the parkade. We got air in the tires and got it on a truck and brought it down here.
But he had that stored, and he.
Oh, I'll tell you that in a minute. Anyway, the reason Dave decided he'd sell the car was he did some figuring. The car was in the parking spot in that basement from 1975. This was 2000, so it was there 25 years. And he paid $110 a month for the parking space.
Holy!
Do the math. And he said it's gotta go.
Wow.
So anyway,
So it's not, that car's never been rusty either then?
no. So when we got it home, when Leroy got it home, he had it gone the next day.
Oh wow.
But he had to put a new gas tank. He had to, after that, he had to put a gas tank in it.
And he had it painted.
And Leroy after he had it about 10 years.
Exactly.
After he had it about 10 years, he got it painted. But look at this here. I'll show you. Just you can move in or move in.
I like that you got the red line tires on it, I like that.
Yeah, and Leroy bought
So
those.
sharp.
But take a look at this, Chad. That's the way Leroy got it. All he did was clean it.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. Eat all that. That's cardboard, and that's original.
Wow.
It had how many miles were on it, Saker?
Not very many.
You get the
13,000
Lucas
miles.
battery, still
Yeah.
original battery. Is it?
No, it's not the original battery, but it had the original battery.
Yeah.
Because Dave said he only drove it about 1.5 years, and he got a drunk driving ticket.
Wouldn't that thing be going in a hurry?
You would think so,
You
yeah.
would think that with cardboard that'd be going so fast.
Now I do think Leroy painted this, but that's the way it was. Unbelievable. And Leroy put new carpets in it and a new roof on it.
I've always been sort of interested. There's got to be reasonable in price. These
Yeah.
cars, somewhat.
Yeah.
That's not reasonable price to me. I'm kind of so high that
You can get a really concourse one of these for under 20 grand.
I've never spent 20 grand on a car before.
Me neither.
I love that.
Make them.
I'm learning though. After a while, I'm going to build my way up. But yeah, I make them. Yeah. Junkers.
Do you like the job he did on the dash?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, like I said, he took that old dash that's hanging on the wall down the basement and he made that from it.
Wow.
Yeah, so you'll be happy when he does your body.
Yeah.
Oh, you will be happy with the work Jeff does. He is very meticulous. Are you taping me? I don't want to see this on YouTube. I still got outstanding warnings. Like
Well, he's going to actually do them with the windows. I'm just going to give him the doors. And he's going to do the wood all the way around the window.
He's
I
only
think.
gonna do a narrow one, allowing you to put windows in. Remember?
We'll see what
my
happens.
God, you must have a pile of these videos.
I do.
What do you do? Do you download? You have them on a.
So he's going to go
No,
half
put 'em
just
on-
wood.
I have them all on my phone. I've got
Oh
like,
Jesus! Don't ever lose your phone.
Makes
Yeah,
sense to.
I know.
I know that.
I would be
we're-
lost.
It makes sense to leave the window. It would look nice sitting there if it, like it maybe had a window, sort of. I'm not sure. We'll
Did
see.
you ever figure out how the windows actually work on the original cars? Because I've looked a couple places and I can't see anybody.
I haven't done much investigation at all. When I built the car, I just looked at the picture.
Yeah.
Even when I put the door locks in, I forgot to look at the car and see where they put the door locks. I got lucky and put them in the exact same spot.
Yeah, the windows didn't open, there was no ventilation in that car in the originals.
Jeff was saying that they had a pillar in the middle and both windows hinged out or something, or
Could be.
Ralph Lorenz, it looked like.
If you saw that one that Alan has the pictures of, he took it at Amelia Island, that might tell you. Because I've looked on everything I can find, and I can't. Now there's 2 of them. Like I say, Ralph Lorenz got one, and there's that doctor that lives in New York.
I've
He's-
seen that one.
Yeah, well, there's a YouTube video
Yeah,
on
yeah.
him. He's at a car show or something. He's
Yeah,
talking about
That's
the
what I
car.
watched.
He doesn't tell you how much he paid for it.
But the one Jay Leno was driving,
That was
they don't open, there's zero ventilation in
Well,
that car,
that-
zero.
I don't know.
Oh, that was the
That's
one they built in
Yes, in
Ontario.
Toronto,
Yeah,
yeah.
Toronto, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a different model. That's a different car.
Whatever.
It's a
It
57.
was
series.
quite comical because it never been driven very far until Jag in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It never been driven anywhere until Jag got
Nowhere.
up to
No,
temperature.
there's like,
It wasn't even up to temperature
it's
yet.
got about 2 miles on it.
Well, rumor has it that guy paid David Granger $5 million to build that car. That was the rumor. I don't know if it's true.
Why would you have a car you can't drive? I mean, that doesn't make any sense at all to me. None.
And he got.
Buy a picture for Christ's sake.
But the guy in New York, and the rumor has it, the guy in New York who has the other one, the other Atlantic. Now that's a rumor, and geez, don't repeat this. Turn that off. Paid $33 million for it. Yeah, but it's original.
Yeah.
They only built 3 of them, and one of them got destroyed. The Atlantics.
I've heard some stories about the one they did in Toronto. It got damaged.
Yes,
Oh, he got
it
dropped.
fell twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Big drop.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, yeah,
And the guy tried to weld on it and caught it on fire.
yeah.
Wouldn't I be something like a little upset? I was upset when they took my car to nothing. Yeah, we don't talk about that. You know, some things are just not worth talking about.
What did you do to it?
Nothing.
Oh, is that the one where the guy broke the taillight off it?
But yeah, this is beautiful.
And this here is another interesting little car.
I've seen another one of these. I think.
Yeah,
I
if you
think
watch
I've
a
seen
Harry
it.
Potter movie, it's in the Harry Potter movie.
Oh, is it?
It's the flying car.
Yeah, see, there it is there.
In the poster.
There's the
This
car.
one is it?
No, it was one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same color.
Yeah. And that's all original too, isn't it, Jerry?
That car is the most, that car is the most original car I own. And the reason I bought that, Chad, it's not a car that anybody would ever want, but it's near and dear to my heart because
And Jerry's gonna get buried in it.
one of these was the first car I ever owned.
Okay.
I bought it in 1967. I paid $275 for it.
Why'd you pay so much?
I got something. I bought it from Doug.
No. Anybody bought a car?
But
you gotta borrow it.
that car there, if you look at that car, that car.
I will say,
is-
Doug, you give a good what's that called?
Warranty.
You give a better warranty than we give.
That car is all original.
Wow.
You know something I like about that car? Just looking in the seats. I like the seats, how they fold back. You know,
Yeah.
it kind of gives you that feel.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah.
seat, how it kind of rolls back.
Well, if you look at the Bugatti seats, they have that roll to it too.
Yeah, some.
But the Bugatti seats, if my memory serves me right, has a bar
Yeah,
across
it
the back.
does. Yeah.
And I think they have a bar across the back. But yeah, and that car when I bought that came from Metagan.
Metallic, yeah.
And it had,
I lost my license the very first time.
Did you?
yeah,
I thought you bought it from my lawyer. Jerry? Didn't you?
no, I bought this from a guy by the name of Edson Nickerson.
That didn't belong to, what's your face, lawyer,
No, that was the Morse.
Oh, that was the Morris Minor.
Everything's so well detailed, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Very well
Yeah, I
detailed,
cleaned it up.
clean, yeah. Very clean. Very clean.
But it's a
labor of love.
It's a neat little car.
So you drive them all?
I drive them all.
You drive them all as well? Doug wouldn't let you have any different one. He
Oh,
you know, if you didn't
no,
mind.
he's
That's the
absolutely-
nicest car to drive,
The Bugatti
the Bugatti.
Yeah,
is the nicest car to drive.
It's tight, it's low to the ground,
Yeah,
but it's a nice little car. Now it's known for speed demon, but
yeah.
if you
I'm
want
all over the
speed, you
speed.
drive
I'm done
that
with
one.
that.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather just go slow and look around now. When I was younger, I'd like to go fast, but I'd rather go slow and look around.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Got the tickets to prove it.
I can't say which is my favorite because I like them all.
I'll tell you the car.
They're all different
I'll
types.
tell you the car I think you'd like to drive in is that little Bugatti.
Yeah.
You'll have to come down sometime, or I'll come up and go for a drive, or take it for a drive. I'll tell you, it is.
It's neat.
It's like driving an upholstered roller skate.
An upholstered roller skate. I haven't been there yet.
You know? It's tiny.
I want you guys to come up to the Rockabilly weekend.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I would like.
yes.
Yeah.
And if we do the barbecue this year,
Yeah, you guys will
you'll have to come, because
Yes.
all the car club members come.
Well, not all.
Not all of them, about 100 or so come,
Yeah.
and we have it in the backyard.
Here?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
everybody takes their car.
Awesome.
The neighbors on the street say it's nice.
All
to have
the
free car
neighbors
show.
and stuff.
Oh, yeah, like,
Walking up and down the street looking at the cars.
That's cool.
yeah.
But yeah, the bug eye is, you know, they're an acquired taste. But you know, again,
I think any car done nicely, if it's older, it has a little bit of appreciation no matter what. You know, you have to respect it.
I bought my first bug eye in 1967 while I was still driving the Anglia
For 15
For
bucks.
$15, I paid for it. And I drove it
I
all
give
that
you
summer.
20.
I drove it all that summer, and I sold it to a guy for 25 in the fall. I didn't have a roof for it,
Well, there you go.
and the floors were gone.
But the doors didn't open.
And when I opened the driver's door, just when it hit the pavement, because the 8 pillars were rotted right off it. And it was 6, 7 years old, I guess it was.
So do you have any more that you want to buy, or you want to?
Well, I'd like to have a
He wants that one.
XJ220, but that's another story.
What make is that?
That's a Jaguar.
Jack.
I didn't know that. That's
That
very
was
nice.
the only supercar that Jaguar ever built, really. They built them in 1994, 95. They built 600 of them.
Okay. I noticed it up on the wall there. I think I've seen it before.
You go on YouTube and punch in Jay Leno's Garage
Okay.
XJ220.
Does he have one?
No, but he drives one. It belongs to a guy.
Okay.
And Jay Leno said, "I can't believe this car for a 6-cylinder twin turbo car."
So that's it's Zach's Jaguar engine, 6-cylinder dual
Yep.
cam.
Well, no, it's actually no. It's a V6. It's a V6
Oh, V6.
Rover engine, but all geared up with 2 turbos.
John, you want one of those, do you?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, beautiful.
That would look nice and sunroof.
Doc,
I couldn't agree more.
you keep shit disturbing, I'll ask you to leave.
No, they,
I was gonna call Kathy up and say, John,
You are.
Jesus, Kathy, what,
Have you done?
what were you thinking?
Don't be starting now.
Doug's got the motorbike in the house, and Jerry's gonna keep his outdoors. That's what all the fuss is about.
there's something wrong with this picture.
He wants it in the sunroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like I say, I try to. We have our car show at King's Head Show in Windsor
Yeah.
in July. I hope we have it this year. We had to cancel it last year because of the COVID thing. But
I've heard lots about the show, just never ever went there. You know what I
You
mean?
see some unusual cars there.
Well, that's what I'm starting to like.
You know,
I never see this stuff around where we're traveling. You never see that around where we're traveling. You might see this maybe upside down in the junkyard.
Yeah.
But that's about
Listen,
it.
if you ever do, let me know. I'm always looking for parts.
Okay, well, I will let you know if I see something like that. I might even know where something like that is right now.
Oh, mine, yeah. Like
That was one of the things that amazed me, watching your show, is all the different junkyards you got. And when I saw you going to Audley Thompson's, I said to Sandra, God, I thought he was dead 20 years ago.
No, he's still kicking her, and he's still liking old cars.
Yeah.
He still loves them, man.
It looked like in the show, like he's got a working garage there again or something, or is that a young fella
He's
doing
got a young father who's taken over and you know has an interest in it. But that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Someone with an interest to clean it up and make it
So
something.
thank God there is somebody, because we're getting few and far apart and we're all getting bloody old.
It's happening.
Looking for yourself?
Doug's only as young as you feel, eh, Doug?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh my.
My next husband will be normal. It's true. It says it right up there.
Yeah.
That's
The
the
car
I
club
don't know
gave
who
me
hung
that
that
for,
up there.
the car club gave me that for Christmas.
There you go. They're looking out for you.
Oh,
Well, that's what we're doing on a New Year's Day. Nothing better than looking at old cars on a New Year's Day.
That's right.
Yeah. Car content for everybody.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, just the wood on the top.
But Chad, did you ever just sit in it and
Just
tell
sit
me,
in it?
and tell me what you don't like?
Listen, I don't talk about what I don't like.
No, no,
I
I
try
want-
not to anyways.
It's gonna
What you
jump
can.
up. It's gonna jump up and bite you as soon as you sit in it. And tell me what you don't like.
There's not much.
You can't see out of the thing.
See?
Especially that, you can't back that up. If there was ever a car that needed a friggin' backup camera, that's it.
This is nice. I could drive this every day.
and you could sit in the back, Jolene could sit in the back and have a drink.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
wow.
a liquor cabinet in the back there.
Wow. Cool. Wow.
You know, Pat Conley's gonna use this for a wedding car.
One of the centers of liquor cabinet.
Liquor cabinet in the
You
middle.
flip this up.
See, he's got all his seatbelts sitting right straight. I gotta make sure they're nice straight when I get in here.
Well, that's because I put it in the show.
Yeah.
Have you got the crystal in here or no?
Not today.
No, I don't have the insert. I don't.
I do not. It's not made for a big guy up front, is it?
No.
Like the
And
steering wheels.
that wheel's adjustable. You can pull that wheel towards you.
Yeah, okay.
It's as far in as it'll go.
And that's a new. Little chrome handle for the. Is this an ashtray right here?
No, originally that was a drawer.
A drawer.
A drawer. a little
Sock
bit-
drawer?
Yeah, you can put your socks or your.
Map drawer, isn't it?
What? No,
the map
that's
out.
the
There's
map
map
drawer
later.
farther over.
Oh.
But,
Just a drawer.
yeah, but what I did is I pulled it out and that's where I put my stereo in there. I got a stereo.
And your one, this thing here must be for your gauges for your heat and all that stuff. This little gauge here.
No, that's your headlight switch.
Okay, headlight switch. One.
But
two.
look where the speedometer is. It's over on that side.
Wow. And you got another drawer here.
Yeah, there's all kinds of little glove boxes.
Okay. And this speedometer's on the right side. I can see it better though. You know, you get your hand here, you get over here.
You know something? There's no lights in the instruments at night.
Okay.
There's a row of lights up under the dash that shines down on it, and it's some hard to see those instruments at night.
What I like to go over back to that
Oh,
It's comfortable too.
The seats are very comfortable. You don't get tired when you're driving that car. But it's got this here is the this is the liquor cabinet here. I haven't got a key for it. The key's in the
Well,
basement.
that would be kind of fun, right? Driving around, having a few toddies.
Yeah, and you got your picnic trays,
Okay.
picnic tables.
Rolling table.
Yep.
Well, you've done well for yourself, Jerry.
Well, I'll tell you, I haven't got a whole lot of money invested in these cars, believe it or not, because I've had them for years and years and years and years. I've had these cars. What you need to do is go up. You know what you might like to see now, if you like cars like this, is that old Austin Princess that Lori Bell's got
Oh,
in
yes,
Falmouth
yes,
there.
yes, yeah.
Now there's a car, it works great and everything, but the body is shot on it. But it's huge, it's bigger than this. But it's a 1954 Austin Princess. And, you know, it's even got the jacks in it. You can, when the engine's running, you turn a knob on the dash and the jack comes down out of the car and lifts the car up if you got a flat tire.
Well, there you go.
And there's a tag in that that was driven by royalty.
Yeah, it was belonged to the British High Commissioner to Canada or something. And but he's been trying to get rid of it for years and years and years. It sits there in his garage.
Well, he's built a garage now. The cars are in the garage now.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
he always
problem
had
with
a
the Jaguar
garage.
I was telling you about that he sold for $5,000 that I was trying to get you up to look at.
Okay.
It was a
Well,
beautiful
Steve
driving
Wright,
car.
you know,
Yeah.
Steve, you've been out
Yeah.
to Steve's place. He bought it from Steve.
Oh.
Or Steve bought it from him. What am I saying?
Bernie was gonna, he was
But Bernie,
dragging his heels. He was gonna go up, the other day he called me up, says, we should go up and look at that. And I said, you're a day late and a dollar short, buddy. I said, well, when I first offered to take you up there, no sir.
well, you know, what I always say, you go see an old car, you want a car, you
Yeah.
see it,
Yeah.
you like it, and you think you want it,
Yeah,
buy it right there.
exactly.
But you won't be there the next day.
Somebody offers you a bargain, that's the
Yeah.
time that you bring down.
You have to know that, though, don't you? You have
Oh,
to
yeah.
know yourself it's a bargain in your
Well,
own
you've
mind.
got to figure it out before
Yeah.
you go look at a car. You've got to look up and see what the.
Well, when you see for $5,000 a car that's in perfect shape,
Yeah.
the paint is not.
You can't get a $5,000 paint job sometimes. I mean, a paint car like that, you would be way over $5,000.
This car's got black on it.
You gotta be nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, this car was painted in 1980.
It belonged to a museum in Seattle.
No,
Was
no,
it
it was
Seattle?
in Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon. Okay, wrong town.
Right part of the world though.
I like the fender skirts on it, how they kick back on either side. Just like that.
Yeah, that's nice,
It's,
isn't it?
it's different. I've never seen anybody do that
And you see
before.
how they hook on? There's two screws there,
Yeah.
okay, and there's a point back there.
That just slides in and screws
Slides
in.
in, and there's a little tab up underneath, so you hold them down like that, and you push the thing in the back, and then lift it up, put the screws in. The screws,
Yeah, hold it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they're good solid fender skirts.
Mm-hmm.
Some cars have fender skirts, you hit them like that, they fall on the floor.
Well, if Jolene's falling on the floor, someone's gonna break their toe.
That's not gonna happen. I saw you building them,
Yeah,
Jim.
not gonna happen.
Oh, you wanna go in the house? Let's go in the house and have a sit down.
Sure.
But yeah, this is what I do for, there's something that's rare. I'll show you right there. That advertisement for Velisette,
Yes.
that's a real rare original ad for Velisette, and I found that at a flea market, and I paid $5 for it.
What's all of a sudden?
What's it?
Motorcycle?
It's a British bike.
You asked the question I was gonna ask,
Never
Doug.
heard of them.
It's a
I'm
British
glad you
bike.
I
asked
thought it was a
first.
French bike, Jerry.
No, Velocette's his name.
Certainly a French name, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
They, I bought that for $5, and the day after I bought it, I showed it to a guy. It was rolled out.
Yeah.
I unrolled it, I showed it to him, he offered me $200 for it right there, and I said, what do you mean? And then he told me, he said that. And he gave me $4.
But older motorcycles around here, let's face it, we're no, it's hard to find. Like an older motorcycle, like in the teens or.
You have to meet,
Roger. Was it Roger? The guy that's.
Roger O'Neill, yeah, lives over the road here. He's got a garage full of old British bikes. He's got 2 Valisettes. He's got a Valicette that he used to drive when we were in high school in the mid-60s. He's still got it, he still drives it.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to make another run down again, don't
British
we?
Enfield too?
What?
So you got British Enfield?
Oh, Royal Enfield.
Royal.
In fact, I think he's restoring a Royal Enfield as we speak. He used to be a teacher in Halifax.
When I
Long
was a kid,
way.
there was a dealer in Aurelia that sold those.
They were nice.
I coveted them then.
And what's his name? The guy that lives in Beaverbank. He has about 40 of them, British bikes, and Hondas. He's got a lot of Hondas.
Okay. Here's real car pop here now. 1 million Anglia owners. 1 million Anglia owners. 1 million Anglia owners.
Similar to the ones I sold you.
Now,
Nice.
that's the size headlight that would have been. No, even that's small. I think for what was in the Bugatti original. That's a goddamn big headlight. Those things.
With the headlight that we have a trim ring that goes in, so I think that we can fool whatever headlight we want because
Yeah.
that trim ring
Yeah.
covers some.
Th-
of it,
those
you know?
J lights are not original to this car. They were not on those cars. They were only on the XKs like Bernie has.
They set them off nicely.
Yeah, they look nice. Anthony put those in when he got the car.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing he.
If you get those lights in I sold you, I think you'll like it.
You have a 16-inch wheel on this.
That's a 16-inch wheel. That's the one I sent you the picture
Nice
of.
trim rings on them.
Yeah,
like the
those are
trim
called rim embellishers.
Rim embellishers.
Ace Rim Embellisher. That was named the company that made them. And they were factory installed on this car. On the Mark IIs and the 340s, they were an option. You had to buy them. But you look at that tire, Chad. That's a nice high tire.
It is.
Now the Bugatti would have never had white walls. I don't think. But those tires came from Diamondback tires.
I would never argue with you about that because you would know more than me.
Well, no, I don't know a whole lot about Bugattis. I don't.
Me neither. I don't know. Like I'm just building one. I don't know anything about the man. I just seen the picture and I said, I can do that.
No. Come on in the house, sit down and have a cup of coffee. We had one already. You guys big coffee holics there?
I drink coffee quite a bit. Yeah, I like coffee. Gets me revved up. Gets me going sometimes. Sometimes the car needs a coffee. Yeah, the cars that you guys have are very nice. Like they're not all messed with. You know what I mean? All the screws are there, all the bolts are there, all the stuff is there. I'm not used to that.
I know, because you look at something and see something else, right?
Well, I generally buy scrappers. You know what I mean? And these are not scrappers.
But it takes vision, and you've got it, so.
On some of them.
No, just close it. It's good. I gotta put the car back.
What did you get there? Is that a lawnmower? This thing here?
Yeah, that's an Eagle lawnmower. It's all electric,
Look at that now, would you?
and it'll go for an hour on the battery. And just look at it, huh?
See that?
Weighs nothing. Carbon fiber body.
Looks like something from outer space.
Well, with that other lawnmower I showed you, when that went for a poop, I had to buy a lawnmower. My friend told me about this, so I bought it.
It looks like a faker, doesn't it? Looks like something's not real.
Looks like something with Star Wars.
Show the.
Where's your dog? Don't leave your dog. Joey, don't leave your dog in the car.
Okay.
Your dog's gonna get it. He's watching his dog eat your dog. I could see you driving a car like that.
Yeah, that'd be cute. Eh?
It would be fun.
Awesome. What year is this one?
1990.
1990.
Yeah.
Wow.
They made those. They made those up to 2000.
Okay.
But they never sold them on this side.
More too, they're stored various places. And you got more, have you?
I've got one more. I've got an XK8 Jaguar, it's a modern one. It's a.
The convertible one, the brand new one?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's a nice car.
I'll shut this door.
Huh?
Gonna shut down? Well, that's car content for today. I hope everybody has a happy new year. We are. And we're with our new friends today, drinking coffee and having fun, looking at cars. Nothing more better to do today than that.
How are you all?
Have a good one, everybody.